paralyzed from his belly button down, actives, things I do every day, and actually some exciting news. This is basically week number 2 of my journey of trying to make the adaptive World Championship CrossFit competition again. Last time I did this was 7 years ago, 2018. I won the Wadapalooza World Championship Adaptive CrossFit. Let's go, let's have some fun. So this is actually the end of week number 2 on my journey back to trying to be a world champion in adaptive CrossFit. And today's kind of like a conditioning day. We're gonna take it kind of easy, but you'll see, it'll be fun. So what I like to do is I like to get up early, 6:30 a.m. I usually like to get up actually even earlier and get out of here. I was a little tired though. I've been putting in a lot of work these past 2 weeks, to be honest. And you know, I drink like 2 glasses of water, that's it. No food. So you can say I'm fasted as I'm out here pushing right now. And then we get this push done, about 30 minutes, 40 minutes. And then we come up, we go home, we'll eat some food, then I'll start my day. I gotta work for a couple hours. I've owned a personal training business for over 15 years, helping people with nutrition, workouts, things like that. And also I work with Amazon online as a product reviewer and a sales rep. So we'll do that for a couple hours and then we will hit a workout in the garage. All right, so we just got back from that push. I'm gonna actually have a protein shake. I'm not too hungry, so we're gonna use this protein. And then I'm also gonna use some peptides. And then a carbohydrate source, which will be dextrose. So now I'll send out like a couple workouts, a couple nutrition plans, and just check on my clients, see how they're doing, see how they're feeling, things like that. I went to college for 10 years studying strength and conditioning, exercise science, and science nutrition. So I've been doing this for a long time. Social medias, I make a little bit of money here and there being a content creator, but that's like a passive income. Maybe helps like towards a couple of my utility bills, but other than that, yeah, this is my full-time job, working with Amazon, product reviewing, being a sales rep, checking emails, sending out emails, and working with my clients. Let's get this workout in. It's hot as heck in this garage, but we're still gonna get it in. Here we go. again, I am trying out for the 2026, which I'll be competing in the 2025 in October, the online qualifier for Wadapalooza World Championship Adaptive CrossFit. Now in 2018, I won it. It's been 7 years. I'm 41 now, so I'm older. I've also learned how to kind of train more, actually train smarter, not more, smarter, because before I would just go balls to the wall every workout, and I would wear myself out. I was younger then, and I could do that. And now that I'm older, I can't really work out like that every day. So some days like today, you've seen I just did a 21, 15, 9, basically it's an adaptive med ball burpees and then body weight dips. I just kept going. And I can still breathe and stuff right now. I'm a little bit winded, but not nearly if I was at 100%. I basically was probably like zone 3 working out. Like, I just wanted to get the sweat. I just wanted to kind of get my lungs burning, but also I just wanted to keep a pace. I didn't want to go full 100%. That's the difference now. I don't do that every workout. So right now I'm working out 3 days in a row and then taking a day rest. Or, depending on how my body feels, if I do the first day and then the second day I'm feeling kind of rough, I'll take off that third day. And then that third day that I had programmed, I'll just continue that on the fourth day. And then I'll continue the way I train, 3 days on, 1 day off. Again, depending on how my body feels or I feel, I'll take a rest day. Like, I'm listening to my body now. So, like I said, I'm a little bit more knowledgeable than I was when I was younger. And I could push it 100% when I was younger. And now, you know, I'm older, I got more medical problems going on from being paralyzed, you know, having a spinal cord injury. I'm just actually gonna do this online qualifier just to challenge myself, see where I am, see how I hold up against all these younger, you know, generation. The adaptive CrossFit has grown over the years. When I first started, they had every category together. Now they have it separated, which is really cool. It gives a lot more ability and more chances for different disabilities, actually. So here we are. This is again a day in the life, and this is my second week, the end of my week that I've been doing this CrossFit training, strength training. I've still got my strength training in, still lifting heavy, still benching heavy. But then I just go into like a more of a functional strength conditioning workout, something like that. And it changes from, you know, the weightlifting movements from like hang cleans, power clean and jerk, they would say, or press, and snatches. I do dumbbell snatches, I do barbell snatches. I mix it all up just to trying to hit every area of fitness, getting my body in the best shape of my life. Keep following along, guys. I really appreciate you guys' support. All right, now we're gonna do like a conditioning workout, 5 rounds, 15 calorie rows, and then 15 what I've adapted to like a skier. I'm gonna do it on my cable machine over there. Here we go. Let's get this burning.
I like this movement just because it really focuses on my upper body strength, but the stability and balance of me being paralyzed. This is a very difficult movement, but it's taken me a while to kind of, you know, get strong and be able to do this. But this is why I do this movement, because it just helps me be kind of more functional in my stability and balance with, you know, me being paralyzed and not having some of the movement or the ability to control like my hips, lower abdominals, or lower back from being paralyzed.
All right, after I'm done training, I'm gonna eat some eggs. We got 2 whole eggs, about 12 tablespoons of egg whites, a couple baby carrots, good for vitamin A, but also fiber. We got some sourdough bread with some strawberry jam on it, and about 5 ounces of some orange juice. Fuel that body after that hard workout. All right, when I got about 15 minutes or so doing nothing, I jump up in the stand-up machine. A little squeaky, need to oil that. I try to get up in the stand-up machine every day, at least 15 minutes, so I can kind of stretch out and put some more stress on my legs so those femurs and stuff stay strong. All right, took a shower and jumped back online, working for a couple hours, finishing up now with Amazon. And then I gotta train a client. I can't record this session. I wish I could show you guys, but she likes to keep her stuff private. So I've had this lady's like 65 years old. I've been training her for over, like, we'll say 8 years. So she's lost great weight. She's, you know, doing great in her age and everything like that. That's really what matters. But once we're done, we're gonna be making some food here in a little bit. We're gonna be eating some beef and some rice. One thing about trying to get back in a CrossFit shape is what I learned. This is what I did last time when I won the 2018 Wadapalooza World Championship, is endurance. Man, you have to be in shape. Like, yes, there's, you know, tons of exercises, climbing ropes and doing weightlifting, you know, like cleaning presses and snatches and things like that, muscle ups. There's tons of it. Dips, you know, picking up even like, you know, med balls and sandbags. There's tons of stuff. You know, it's all about functional fitness is what they really, you know, try to get from CrossFit. But it's the endurance game, meaning like it's like a workout. You do it for, you know, you'll have like a time limit, like, you know, the time cap will be like 12 minutes. And then in that workout, you'll have to do like 3 rope climbs, you know, 12, we'll say, you know, hang snatches, and then maybe like a rower or, you know, arms only on a bike, like a echo bike. And you got to do it as fast as you can. You know, if you don't make it, if you want to do it before, obviously, say 12-minute time cap. But if you don't do it before then once the 12 minutes up, however many reps you got in, that's your score. So it's an endurance game, man. Like, you got to have, you know, the lung power, and you got to have that fight to be able to just keep on going when your lungs are burning, when you want to stop, you know. There's a lot of things that kind of play, you know, into it. And, yeah, so, I mean, it's just fun getting back into it, you know. Like I said, I wanted to challenge myself, and here we are 7 years later, man, trying to make a world championship adaptive CrossFit again. All right, so here we go. We got about 5 ounces of beef. We got that bowl of rice, 3 baby carrots, got an orange, about 8 ounces of 2% milk. This comes out to probably about 2,533 calories. We're probably about 184 grams altogether from all today's meals. Of protein, we're about 290 grams of carbs, and we're about 65-ish grams of fat. I forgot to put earlier, I did have a sandwich. I put chicken breasts on it, turkey breast, and a slice of cheddar cheese, some pickles, some like lettuce, green lettuce we got, and I had a couple of these chips. Again, I weigh out everything, so probably about 45 grams of chips. Like, yeah, I like to weigh out everything. I'm just a freak about it. But yeah, that's about a day. Like I said, if it's more of a high intensity day, if I do like 2 sessions a day of working out, if I have time, then I would eat more. I put more calories in me. I'm trying to eat more carbohydrates. It helps me my energy. Plus, I don't want to be too lean, being paralyzed and having a spinal cord injury. Getting lean, I get really a lot of like breakdowns, like pressure sores. So by eating a little bit more carbohydrates, I can keep a little more body fat on me, which I feel more comfortable like that. So yeah, I'm about to eat this, and I'm probably gonna lay down and watch some TV. To be honest, I'm gonna rest up. All right, just watching some TV now, relaxing. I'm watching Tron. I love this movie.